So before we even dive into the carnal aspect of how the tribes are the tribes, let's deal with it's all through the spirit. We got to examine the spirit of these people, right? Then, okay, boom. That's how, okay, well, look, we'll take you to the history of these different West African tribes and show you how these West African tribes were enslaved by these different groups of crackers that took these specific individuals to these specific islands.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Now what? We could go carnal on whatever we, for the, or I'll say 90% of the stuff, certain stuff, of course, is spiritual. You know what I'm saying? When we talk about Yahweh Shai and the angels coming and, you know, and on the chariots and things like that, okay, can I give you some carnal proof of that? No. Whatever. That's faith. You see what I'm saying? All of this is faith. Before we even went into the carnal ways to substantiate the different doctrines and beliefs we have, we had the faith in it. You see what I'm saying? Which separates us from the rest of these people. We have that faith. And that's something that Yahweh Shah said is key for our salvation, is faith. You see what I'm saying? If you have faith as a mustard seed. And we don't even got that much faith, clearly. So, you know, but the faith is key. But the thing is, now we can go into the carnal aspects and we can prove these things carnally. You see what I'm saying? And we can take the carnal and take the spiritual and put them in a perfect balance and prove our point. You see what I'm saying? And that's what it's about. How about Shemi Al-Shah spoke about that balance.
That's right.
And that's right, because they want 100% carnal proof.
Exactly.
Right? And it still has to be a balance of things carnal and spiritual.
Because they taking after the white man too, and they don't even realize. See, they talk. What they do is they play this game with you, right? In the game, they play with you with a white man game. Listen, that's the white man shit. This and that. The masses of white people are not into religion. The masses of the white people believe in similar things to what you believe in. They're atheists. They're all into theoretical science. So, in truth be told, you're using that's the white man's thing as a farce because you're using this faggot's image, right? As a farce. But the whole fact of the matter is, truth be told, you play into the white man's agenda more than anybody else. And I did that video, so-called conscious conspiracy, because the majority of the consciousness, when you take a look at Alice A. Bailey, which was the successor of Madame Blavatsky, one of Hitler's teachers, contemporary of Aleister Crowley, right? She has her 10 guidelines for how to basically influence the masses, and one of the primary objectives is to kill the church and take the morality that the Bible establishes and get rid of it and put it out of people's mind. That's why we see America in the state of the city today. Clearly, there's no biblical morals in any of these people. If so, we wouldn't see, like we saw earlier, these fucking dykes holding hands. Motherfuckers would be in fear of doing some shit like that.
Two dykes. Two goddamn butch dyke bitches.
You see what I'm saying?
Which is fucking oxymoronic.
Witches and stone them.
You are a gay lesbian. You want to be a dude, but you want another bitch that looks like a dude.
That's crazy.
It's just ass.
It's confusion.
Very much confusing.
And that's what this whole place is about, confusion. But see, that's all Esau's agenda. So when you see these so-called black conscious dudes falling into Esau's agenda by trying to take your spirituality, because that's what they trying to do. They're trying to take your connection with your Creator and dismantle it in every way possible. Now, a couple of them will claim they're coming in the name of some type of prayer, or they believe in a Creator, but in actual action and deed and what they really say, you can tell that they don't. Like Ali Muhammad talked about, he believed in a Creator. He don't believe in the Most High God in any form or fashion from any perspective. He doesn't. He believes we can all do it on our own, and you know, things of that nature. And he's trying to take the concept of God and kill it and totally ostracize it. And he's painting the same picture of God that this faggot cracker devil would paint, as in the Most High God created evil. Oh no, man created evil. God didn't create evil. This doesn't make sense. If he is the supreme creator,
right,
then he created all things. That's period. Good, evil, you know what I'm saying? Bad, ugly, all of that. The Most High created all of that. He created everything that there is. That's period.
Right.
Even that is not acknowledging him as a supreme being and creator. Period. Okay? So that shit is madness. That shit is total utter madness. Okay, and it's all really new age. They're all really new age occultist agents that's pressing the new age agenda, okay, of demoralizing the masses with taking God out of their mind. You see what I'm saying? That's what it's all about. It ain't about nothing else. It's about taking the masses away from the Most High God. Okay? So a lot of these new age black so-called conscious niggas are either confused or just agents they damn self.
Hey,
right.
that's right.
You know, and that's just the fact of the matter.
And I guess the latter.
Their leaders failed.
Yeah, they leaders did fail them, man. Dr. Ben ain't shit, he failed them, right? Marcus Garvey failed them. All these dudes failed them, right? And a lot of these dudes, Dr. Ben said he was an Israelite. Dr. Ben had a debate with a damn rat bastard and told him that I am more of a Jew than you. You see what I'm saying?
Hey, is that same dude that's on that Concrete Jungle song with Jay-Z in there?
Who?
The Dr. Ben dude?
No, Dr. Ben is an old one.
Oh, okay.
He's the first Kemetic scholar, Dr. Ben. You know? But go ahead.
Goddamn Kemetic scholar.
He got all these niggas bugged out.
Yeah.
On some
African dude.
on some chematology.
Chematology. Nah, I thought it was the same dude though, or they might have took one of his little parts or something like that.
Alright, go back.
Go back to the segment.
This is 2nd Ezra 15, verse 59. It's a lot. 58. They that be in the mountains shall die of hunger and eat their own flesh.
That's right, eat their own flesh. Again, get back to that cannibalism. These people are literally going to be cannibals. Alright? Go ahead.
It says, and drink their own blood for very hunger of bread and thirst of water.
That's right, it's getting ready to get crazy out this one. It's getting ready to get, like you said, Lord of the Flies, man. You ain't read the book, read it. Lord of the Flies, bro. You know, really, you ain't got to read it. To hell with reading that fucking book, but what it's about is about people turning on each other and eating each other.
Rapture movie.
Nah, I ain't never watched that movie.
You know?
Never read it, didn't watch it.
The end.
It's getting ready to get real bad, man. Go ahead.
Verse 59.
E-L, times, right, of ill time.
Mm.
Holy Spirit. Verse 59.
That's right.
Thou, as unhappy, shall come through the sea and receive plagues again.
Unhappy, right? We unhappy, right? These people is unhappy out here. They pretending like they happy, they're so happy, but really they unhappy. Matter of fact, hold that, get Wisdom of Solomon 46th chapter.
Money rolls about to happen.
Yeah, and that's what's really gonna make these people unhappy. When that dollar become less and less, right? Now we was me and my girl was in In-N-Out eating yesterday, and she looked at the thing, she was like, it said fucking hamburger, 25-cent, fries, 10-cent, right? She's like, what? I'm saying, yeah, but the American dollar ain't shit. You see what I'm saying? So really, you still paying the same amount. You still paying that same 25-cent burger. You still paying that same 10-cent fries. But this dollar has been value. Prices didn't go up. The dollar went down. And because the dollar went down, it takes more dollars to, to get something.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, that's right.
Supply and demand.
Yeah,
That's right.
what?
See what was inside of 14?
Yeah, go to it's like 21. 22.
Wisdom of Solomon 14:22. Moreover, this was not enough for them that they erred in the knowledge of the Most High.
So it wasn't enough that they erred from the way of the truth, right? Go ahead.
But whereas they lived in the great war of ignorance.
These people out here, the general American lives in a great war of ignorance, right? Go ahead.
It says, those so great plagues called they peace.
They're calling these great wars of ignorance that's taking place in their mind peace. They think they are happy. They think they're living a peaceful life, not realizing that they're living totally oblivious and ignorant to the Most High God and His plan. Okay, and what He commanded you to do. And they live totally contrary to it. So they're gonna receive the recompense. If they ignorant, they're retarded. They're living in a great plan, right?
Other than like
But they calling it peace. They acting like they happy, not realizing they on the path, they on the highway to hell, and they moving at a rapid pace.
And there's so many different ways they're doing it.
Yeah, in every way in life.
And everywhere, but I'm talking about even different walks of life.
Yeah,
man.
yeah, yeah.
And there's so many ways in which they're doing it. You got some people that just don't
That's why
believe in nothing.
the way that's why Yahushua said the way of
Destruction.
Yeah, the way to destruction is broad, and the way to salvation is straight. There's a million different ways you can walk into a pit, you know. Go ahead.
That's exactly what it is.
Hey, but one way you can walk a tightrope, man, you know.
By the way, you got people that are atheists, don't believe in anything, that just want world peace instead of third. Clearly, there's no peace around here. And you got the ones that believe in, Jesus. You got all different various types of religion. They think they receiving peace from there. No peace. Then as soon as their life turns upside down and shit go wrong and it's fucked up, they try to go and, well, you know what? You know that favorite line, well, if I wasn't a Christian,
Yeah.
look, you better be lucky I'm a Christian. Or me being a Christian. Bullshit. Y'all think y'all really at peace with something, man, and you're not. You're not.
It's a placebo.
You want me to keep going to Wisdom of Solomon?
No, that's it.
Back in 2nd Ezra 15, and we're at verse 60, and in the passage, they shall run on the idol city, and shall destroy some portion of thy land, and consume part of thy glory, and shall return to Babylon that was destroyed.
Read that again.
It says, in the passage, they shall rush in the idol city, and shall destroy some portion of thy land, and consume part of thy glory.
That's right. And consume part of thy glory, right? Go ahead.
And shall return to Babylon that was destroyed.
That was destroyed. This place is getting ready to be destroyed.
Right.
It's funny, you Muslims is at ease too. You're supposed to be doing jihad.
Well, some of them is because they down with Esau.
I agree with your placard. There's no biological way that a white man could have been Jesus.
Yeah, that's great. That's great. That's great. You're welcome. But like you said, you got some of these Muslims that's at ease. Who are the Muslims that's at ease? Namely, them goddamn Saudis, because they're in bed with the so-called white man. Right. That's what Psalm 83rd chapter is talking about.
You about to fuck this place up, and you just happen to walk around with your shit covered up.
Stayed your ass at home.
You know?
The sidewalk.
You're trying to get away from bombs. They're about to meet you head on.
Yeah, that's right. That's
Palms
right.
over Baghdad.
They're gonna meet you wherever the hell you at. But go ahead,
Says verse 61, and thou shalt be cast down by them as stubble, and they shall be unto thee as fire.
That's right. This place is gonna get burnt up, man. This place is gonna get burnt up as the stubble, man. Okay. And we can't wait for that to happen, man. Lord willing, we get delivered up out of that shit, man. And we get to sit on that chariot and laugh at the demise and the destruction of this goddamn place and these goddamn people, man. Look at that fucking place, okay? Weird.
I recommended you guys.
Go ahead, that was it.
Nah.
Go ahead.
Verse 62, and shall consume thee in thy cities, thy land and thy mountains and thy woods and thy fruitful trees shall they burn up with fire.
It's talking about the utter consumption, destruction, and desolation of this goddamn place and these people and the inhabitants of it, man. Okay?
That's right.
This damn place, these fucking people, man. God damn, man, I can't wait for all of you goddamn people to get your fucking judgment and get put to death. I can't wait, man. Because you're just so wicked, man. You're so goddamn wicked. Okay? No, really? I'm sure a white woman can really agree with me, right? Get the hell out of here, man.
Hey, fucking Mark.
She said I used to be right where you are. This is what I say. One of the dumbest things you can ever do, man. Alright? Is to get a biblical tattoo.
Huh.
I mean, you literally have to be the stupid motherfucker to get fired on your day off.
You know?
And then go get a biblical tattoo. It's fucking retarded. I told my little godbrother this other day, I said, look, man. He's like, I'm gonna get a tattoo. I said, look, dude, what you gonna get? He's like, oh, I don't know, maybe I wanna get a chest, get some wings on my chest, maybe like some praying hands. I said, look, let me stop you right there, man. Alright? I'm telling you right now, just don't get a tattoo at all. Okay? I'm saying no, don't do it. But you're a young adolescent dude, more than likely I'm not going to stop you from getting one if you do. So, if you do decide, don't get nothing that has to do with the Bible.
Or God.
Please. You look like a fucking retard. If you ever see somebody with a biblical tattoo, call them a fucking retard.
Literally.
Face. Okay? This is stupid.
The chapters of Psalm on you.
Yeah, you know that another song.
Psalm 23, that's that shit.
It's like what the fuck, man? That's stupid. Don't do it. But then the bitch comes up and try to basically condemn us. Look. Didn't nobody say nothing to the bitch. She decided to stop, turn around, look, and then make her dumbass comment with her little cross with her goddamn idol on her back of her ear. That motherfucking idol in the back whispering to her ass.
Say something. Say something.
That's what it was. That's what it was, man. That demon hopped on her, man.
She got out the box.
Yeah, that demon hopped on her.
I used to be right where you were.
No, you weren't.
Like, how did
I
I...
just want to know how that even. Where am I at? I want you to tell me where the fuck I'm at.
And what aspects have you been where I've been? You don't even know me.
You can't be.
But see, that's just crackers trying to relate with everybody. You feel me?
He gotta know something.
That shit is cold, man. I'm really just floored by this fucking devil woman, man. This
The
crap that
so-called
devil
this
bitch.
cracker got nerve, man. First off, don't fucking say nothing to us, man. First off, you beneath me, okay? You beneath everybody up here. You are beneath the black and Hispanic man if you're not black and Hispanic man. That's period. You are fucking beneath me, especially if you're some kind of dog, fucking devil like that bitch. And you're a fucking nine-leg walking goddamn dog, okay? So let me get that goddamn dog back on the fucking knee.
That should be fucking ravished when she gets down the street.
That's right.
Hope someone snatches your ass up, right?
That's right.
Shit,
And Hannibal Lecter's your ass.
Shit, it might be
Right?
Captain America.
Hostile that shit.
It might be Captain America at the corner.
Puerto Rico, man. Go ahead, Clay.
Verse 63, thy children shall they carry away captive.
Thy children shall we gonna carry away captive the children of this devil, man. Okay, and all these other nations. Goddamn Arab, goddamn group. We gonna carry away all them captives.
That's right.
We gonna have them captives. We will go ahead.
It says, and look at what thou hast, they shall spoil it, and more of the beauty of thy face.
That's right. Spoil. We gonna spoil all these great goodly riches that the so-called white man is heaped up to himself, and then become a spoil unto him. Okay.
Hey, this is how you.
Puerto Rican?
This is how you know they
Nah,
don't.
he ain't a Puerto Rican, but it's a joke on Instagram that Captain America really Captain Puerto Rico. There's only one star in that movie.
Hey, Esau don't want no smoke. They don't be ready to contend for their faith, man.
Nah, they be wondering, they be thinking about saying.
Like we think he thought about it. He looked at his pamphlet. Just kept it pushing.
And see, that's another.
A
Listen,
proud devil like him will be disrespected.
that's another thing, man. You know, this brother brings up a good point, man. Contending for the faith. You know, you going off. You feel like, okay, I accepted the Lord Jesus Christ and His Holy Mother Mary of Nazareth into my heart. All right, and I'm saved. And I'm at one. I am peace. He's giving me the peace. You know, Jesus Christ through the Holy Spirit and His Holy Mother Mary. But guess what? You don't have no understanding of it to even contend for the faith, because the book that you go by tells you this. You are still going off, man. You are still a lawless freak.
That's right.
You're a lawless freak, man.
These dudes,
Right
man.
in your billion dollar church.
But they don't contend for the faith. Like, you are here supposed to be, you know,
Telling
tearing
people-
down strongholds,
Yeah.
condemning the unjust.
Yeah, if you really believe in Jesus,
Exactly.
you don't believe in anything. You believe in your goddamn self.
That's how.
But Jesus sat with the sinner. Not to fucking encourage him to keep
Sin.
you dumb
Now they
bitch.
just act like it was cool what he was doing.
Yeah, hey, no judgment here.
No judgment, kid. It's what they crack.
Hey, but like,
That's why, you know, I don't prefer it, you know.
like the brother said though, it's like these motherfuckers just be like, oh, I accepted Jesus, so it's just content. You accept if you accept Jesus.
Jeremiah 8:20. Matter of fact, that's a great point. I accept Jesus.
I accept Jesus, so it's just all good.
I'm saved. This motherfucker told me. I'm sealed. I'm saved by the blood of Christ. That's it. I'm saved. We'll show my nigga.
And it's just like you said, what are you saved from?
Yeah. Don't worry. We'll see if you saved, my nigga. Don't worry about it.
Jeremiah chapter 8, verse 20.
Go ahead.
The harvest is
The
past.
harvest is past, right, Reed?
The summer is ended.
The summer and the harvest is synonymous with, you know, basically the time, the end of the world, right? Go ahead.
Salah. Says the harvest is past, the summer is ended, and we are not saved.
We are not saved. So we are not saved. Ain't nobody that's saved right now. Okay? That salvation know when you have a second. So you got some damn nerve and you puffed up in pride and idiocracy if you believe that your simple ass is saved right now. You ain't saved right now.
And can't tell me what you're saved from.
Yeah. What do you say? I'm saved from sin. Well, you sin every day. So how
I'm
you
saved from sin, but I still sin.
So you ain't saved from sin. You know? Niggas gotta get saved from themselves, man.
I really want somebody to come up, man, and really tell me that, man. Afternoon, folks. Are you saved?
Yes, sir.
Are you
y'all
saved?
saved?
Can I ask you a question? What are you saved from?
That was literally.
But hey, do you sin though?
Do you sin?
So how are you
How are you
saved
saved
from
from
sin?
sin? What do you say?
By faith.
Look. Literally what we said is gonna happen.
That was the whole conversation we just sat here and had together.
The Most High,
Jesus.
The Most High just brings shit to fruition, man.
Looks like
But this
they're
bitch got a
saying-
goddamn mullet cut. Don't cut this goddamn whore bitch right now. This cracker devil bitch. This is the book of 1 Corinthians, man.
That's right.
11.
They look like they twins, man. They husband
Hell
and wife.
yeah.
All these crackers look the same.
Huh? Since niggas all look the same,
That's right. They look all the same.
crackers hella all
This
look the
guy's a
same.
fucking joke across the street. Looking like the nigga from goddamn Palm
Y'all already ready for
Wars. Not Palm Wars. Damn
Storage
Storage Wars.
Yeah, he did like that.
He said storage wars.
him, Barry.
Yeah, ain't no brother knows.
That look like very.
He got it out of one of them storages.
Jake with the garment on, man.
Look at his car out here with the straight poncho.
With the poncho button up. I've never seen it.
A poncho bunting?
1 Corinthians 11 and 6. For if the woman be not covered, let her also be shorn. But if it be a shame for a woman to be shorn or shaven, let her be covered.
That's right. So, but the whole thing is, it's a shame for a woman to be. It's a shame for a woman not to have any hair on her head.
That's right.
That's a shameful thing. Okay. That means that bitch is shameful. She barely got any hair on her head, but she's a devil, so she keep her shit a short cut like that.
Verse
34.
14. It says, do it not even nature itself teach you? If a man have long hair, it is a shame unto him. But if a woman have long hair, it is a glory to her.
Exactly. So that woman ain't in her glory, man. She's a fucking dog. Devil. Right?
Hey,
This devil bitch I was talking about real quick. This devil bitch, that not the devil, the fucking nigga woman devil that I was telling you about that made that video talking about she's not black.
Yeah.
This bitch literally admitted that crackers, that she has cracker clients and they take a shower in the shower and they smell like wet dogs, okay? But she says she's attracted to that.
She likes that shit?
Yeah. But she literally admits that the so-called white man smells like a straight wet damn dog.
That's right.
You see what I'm saying? So the so-called white people are fucking vile creatures, okay? The vile scum of the planet Earth, okay? And the Bible tells you.
That's right.
Go ahead, know what you were going to say.
I totally.
I was just gonna, go into the bitches having her motherfucking, her hair cut.
Right. Glory. You feel me?
It's the old fucking crackers always do that shit. Always got that fucking short dyke look, man.
Yeah,
Okay?
that man look.
And now look.
I thought they was homosexuals when
Two dykes?
Yeah, because they kind of both had their head down when I looked up at them. I thought they were two faggots.
Hey, man. I don't even think I really talk to a woman without no hair now. It's kind of like all back. Because I be looking at them like, nah, because my women got hair. Hella hair. So, even just when you see a random woman out there, any woman with no hair, you're just looking like,
Because they not in their glory, man.
they got taken out of it.
Yeah.
Little redhead. Yeah, that's a fucking nigga. Bitch, they already fucking.
I ain't seen it.
They went buying this goddamn fucking cool ass rickshaw. You know what I'm saying? But that's the whole thing is this goddamn big woman in San Diego. They fucking man, this shit is fucking unbelievable, man. But you never seen so much of this shit anywhere except San Diego, man. I never seen shit like this. And then like that website, that video is showing that it's not even a global trend, man. You know? This is some fucking San Diego shit. But that's what we talking about. But you know, fucking like I was saying though.
I'm gonna ask them what they say.
Fucking, but yeah, the so-called white man is just a foul ass fucking beast. That's why he's the beast.
Beast, man.
He is the beast.
He is the beast.
That damn fucking demonic beast, man. Okay, a cave-dwelling bastard, man. Okay, smelling like a straight-up wet dog. That's why Job said I would not disdain them to sleep with the dogs in my flock, man. Cause you a human being. You smell like that motherfucker when you clean.
Yeah.
That, you know what I'm
Dirty
saying?
ass fucking cracker.
Go ahead. Go ahead, bro.
It's a lot. You see, man, if I see a nigga wanna walk down the street, man, you better walk down the street with goddamn Scott Disick. Alright? This motherfucker better be fucking clean, bro.
Fucking rich.
They always go after the.
Fucking, the fuck walking down the street with a goddamn Brock Lesnar looking ass dirty dude.
A fucking low level crack.
Goddamn Bam Margera looking ass dirty nigga, man.
Napoleon Dynamite looking motherfucker.
Alright, bro. What you want? That was it on the second Ezra.
Go to chapter 10.
Second Ezra 10?
Yeah. Second Ezra 10.
And then look, this is Jake, man, running down the fucking street listening to Young Thugs, oh gay ass. That's all they care about, man. Being a fucking stoner, wearing dresses and.
Oh, that's that nigga?
Yeah.
I didn't know.
I know you didn't know.
These niggas is really on that fucking shit off the boondocks, huh?
Hey man, it's Gangsterlicious. This is Gangsterlicious all in the front, man.
Gangsterlicious.
Gangsterlicious, all that. Look, I'm telling you, these niggas could. It's to the point now, niggas is really kissing other niggas, and Jake is just content with that shit. Lil Wayne, Stevie J, Birdman.
Stevie J Amber, he done kiss niggas on several occasions, and he's everybody's favorite rapper.
This is Second Ezra chapter 10 verse 1, and it so came to pass that when my son was entered into the wedding chamber, he fell down and died. Then we all overthrew the lights, and all my neighbors rose up to comfort me. Wow. It says, so I took my rest until the second day at night, and it came to pass when they had left off to comfort me, to the end I might be quiet.
Go ahead, keep reading.
Then I rose up by night and fled, and came hither into this field.
Okay, so it's this woman talking about she fled to this field, right? Go ahead.
As thou seest. And I do now propose not to return into the city, but here to stay.
Okay,
and
so to stay in the field and not return to the city. This woman, as you're going to find out as the story goes on, is Israel. This is talking about Israel after the death of Yahushua and all the things that happened with the Romans, fleeing into Africa and fleeing out of Jerusalem and into Africa. The field is Africa. Okay, read.
And it came to pass when they had left off the comfort slot. Verse 4, and I do now propose not to return into the city, but here to stay, and neither to eat nor drink, but continually to mourn, and to fast until I die. Verse
Right, go ahead.
Verse 5, then I left, then left I the meditations wherein I was, and I spake to her in anger, saying, thou foolish woman above all others.
Now foolish woman. So Israel is a foolish woman, okay? The black Hispanic Native American has been likened to a foolish woman. Read.
Seest thou not our mourning, and what happeneth unto us?
Now look, Ezra don't even realize who he said. He think he's talking to a woman. He doesn't understand yet what this woman is a symbolic of. So he's telling this woman, why are you mourning? Don't you realize what happened to us? Not realizing that woman is us. Go ahead.
Verse 7, how that Zion our mother is full of all heaviness.
He's talking to Zion, his mother, full of all heaviness, right? Because of all the destruction and the oppression that we've got to go through. Go ahead.
And much humble, mourning very sore.
That's right, mourning very sore. Read.
And now seeing we all mourn and are sad, for we are all in heaviness. Art thou grieved for one son?
That's right, you grieve for one son. Not realizing that the son that the nation of Israel is grieved for is Yahushua. He's not up on game yet, right? He literally just having a conversation. Read.
It says, for ask the earth, and she shall tell thee that it is she which ought to mourn for It's like for the fall of so many that grown upon her. For out of her came all at the first, and out of her shall all others come. And behold, they walk almost all into destruction, and a multitude of them is utterly rooted out.
It's going to carry on. It's going to carry on from what verse you on? 10? Okay. Until read and elaborate until like 18. But I'm after 18. After 18, go to Micah 4 and 10. And then read Revelation 12, 1 to 6.
Revelations 12, 1 to 6. I got you.
Alright. It says, for out of her came all at the first, and out of her shall all others come. And behold, they walk almost all into destruction, and a multitude of them is utterly rooted out. So it says, basically all walking into destruction, how, all Israel is going off. And that multitude is talking about the 2/3. Alright? That's going to be rooted out and cut off from the nation of Israel. Okay? It says, who then should make more mourning than she that hath lost so great a multitude, and not thou which art sorry but for one. Shema. It says, for out of her came all at the first, and out of her shall others come. And behold, they walk almost all into destruction, and a multitude of them that is utterly rooted out. Who then should make more mourning than she that hath lost so great a multitude, and not thou which art sorry but for one? But if thou sayest unto me, my lamentation is not like the earth's, because I have lost the fruit of my womb, which I have brought forth the pains and bear with sorrows. So Shalak, it's not talking about the 2/3. He was just kind of giving a comparison of how are you going, think about what Israel's going through. You see what I'm saying? That lost a multitude of people, rather than he thinks she's just talking about one. But thou sayest unto me, my lamentation is not like the earth, because I have lost the fruit of my womb, which I brought forth with pains and bear with sorrow. But the earth not so, for the multitude present in it, according to the course of the earth, is gone as it came. Then said I unto thee, like as thou hast brought forth with labor, even so the earth also hath given her fruit, namely man. Every sentence. Ever since the beginning, unto him that hath made her. Man, this 1611 be tripping.
I was going to say, look it up in there.
Schlock, bro. Yeah, look at that. Ever
Since, yeah.
since.
I can see why it's since, but it's sentence. Since thence.
Ever since the beginning unto him that made her. Now therefore keep thy sorrow in thyself, and bear with a good courage that which hath befallen thee. For if thou shalt acknowledge the determination of the Most High to be just, thou shalt both receive thy son in time, and thou shalt condemn amongst women. It says, go thy way then into the city to thine husband. And she said unto me, that I will not, so like that will I not do. I will not go into the city, but here will I die. So basically she's going in, she's lamented, and Ezra is really just not understanding that he's talking about Israel.
Wait, what did you say?
You said what, a Michael 4:10?
Yeah.
You got it?
This is Micah 4 and 10. Be in pain and labor to bring forth, O daughter of Zion, like the woman in travail. For now shalt thou go forth out of the city, and thou shalt dwell in the field, and thou shalt even go to Babylon.
So this is basically when the Lord is bringing these afflictions on us, all right? When we was going to have to flee into the field. And you said it says into Babylon. Read that one more time.
Okay. It says, this is Micah 4 and 10. Be in pain and in labor to bring forth, O daughter of Zion, like a woman in travail.
Because it says be in pain and labor. Because that labor is that affliction. That's why the scripture said that we have to endure unto the end. All right? That's why the Lord is sending that affliction on us and is removing us from the land. This is what he's talking about. We had to flee from the land and into the field. This is what the brother was bringing out earlier, which was, those different parts of Africa where we was pushed out. And laboring in pain like a woman in travail. That's an affliction we have to go through. All right.
That's right. That's right.
Keep going. Go ahead. And that's basically what the woman is, is weeping about, man. All right, for the affliction and the pain that we're going through. And Ezra is not really getting that right now because he's sitting there trying to basically condemn the woman.
He think he talking to
Yeah,
a woman,
he
man.
think he chopping her down like, look.
Chill out. We all going through
Yeah,
something,
you see
man.
what I'm saying? Go ahead, bro.
It says,
He made it, huh? He made it,
now,
huh?
for now shalt thou go forth out of the city, and thou shalt dwell in the field, and thou shalt even go to Babylon. And
That
then
shall
thou-
even go to Babylon. You see what I'm saying? Which is talking about America. Okay? We will push out into the field, which is a part of Africa, and then he said, and then you will even go to Babylon. Okay? Keep going.
There thou shalt be delivered their Lord shall redeem thee from the hand of thine
You
enemies.
see what I'm saying? And there we was going to be delivered and redeemed. We weren't delivered and redeemed from ancient Babylon. The Lord did come and receive us from there. Okay? Our Redeemer didn't come and gather us up out of there. And like I said, what a fucking coincidence that everybody would end up in the same spot, both the southern and the northern tribes, right? This is that Babylon where we're going to be delivered from.
Because we went, matter of fact, get Jeremiah 50. And like, 33. Like Jeremiah 33, because it say that in this modern day Babylon, we was going to be oppressed together, that we wasn't oppressed together in ancient Babylon. It was only the southern kingdom.
Jeremiah 50 and Jeremiah 50 and 33. Thus saith the Lord of hosts, the children of Israel and the children of Judah were oppressed together.
That's right. The children of Israel and the children of Judah were oppressed together, meaning the northern and the southern kingdom were oppressed together, right, in the same place at the same time. That didn't occur in ancient Babylon. That only occurred in the modern day, the present Babylon, which is America. That right there, that verse proves it, that there's going to be a future prevalent Babylon.
That's your boy is that's not saying at the same time.
Yeah, nah, it's at the same place. It said we're going to be oppressed together, right? You know, we're all going to be in there together. Right now, if you, let's say you locked up with somebody in a different, let's say they go to corporate. You got a nigga in corporate, you got a nigga in Love Pop. Yeah, they was in jail at the same time, but they wasn't oppressed together. We was both in corporate, yeah, we was oppressed together. We was both in Chino, we was oppressed together. We both in a Babylon, we getting oppressed together on this side of the earth.
And all that took them captives held them fast, they refused to let them go.
Now that's not true of the Northern Kingdom. The Northern Kingdom captives ain't hold them fast. They walked up out of Assyria. The Babylonians had us in captivity, but the Most High had the Medio Persians took them over. So we was led out of, we was just made tributaries and subjects to the Medio Persians, but we weren't really in hardcore bondage to the Medio Persians. You know what I'm saying now? But this says that our oppressors are gonna hold us fast. He's cracking this belt. It's holding us fast, man. Okay, making sure his influence and his white supremacy power structure is always oppressing them at all times in every sense of the word, every form of fashion. You see what I'm saying? Go to Revelation 12. Let's start at 20.
Hey, that word together goes back to the Hebrew word yatad. It says to join, unite, be joined.
So we join together.
That's right.
That don't mean at the same time. But what they do is they deal with convenience. When it's convenient to go into the Hebrew, they go into the Hebrew. When it's inconvenient, they don't do it. We'll go into the Hebrew at any point, and we'll read it. We'll read the actual. Unlike them, we'll read the actual Hebrew. We'll break it down like that. You see what I'm saying? So it makes sense, right? Yeah. Start at 12. Go ahead. I can start at 12.
Revelation 12 and 1. And there appeared a greater wonder in heaven, and a woman clothed with the sun and the moon under her feet, and upon her head a crown of 12 stars.
That crown of 12 stars let you know who that woman is, Israel, the same woman that's speaking here in 2 Ezra 10 chapter 3.
And she began with child cried, travailing in birth, and pain, pain to be delivered. And there appeared another wonder in heaven, and behold, a great red dragon.
Who is that great red dragon? Some people talking about this Satan, man. man, the scriptures is allegorical, okay? Ain't no actual great red dragon in the sky coming down, okay? That great red dragon is the Roman Empire, aka the so-called white race,
having 7 heads and 10 horns.
right? Symbolizing the different various kingdoms of the Roman Empire. Go ahead. And this is the rebirth Roman Empire. Read.
And 7 crowns upon his head. And his tail drew the third part of the stars of heaven.
What are the third part of the stars of heaven? Now there's 12 stars, there's 12 tribes of Israel. The third part, Judah, Benjamin, and Levi, the southern kingdom. Read.
And did cast them to the earth. And the dragon stood before the woman, which was ready to be delivered, for to devour her child as soon as it was born.
To devour her child as soon as it was born. Talking about how the Roman Empire had planned to kill Yahushua at his day 10, right? With the wise men, they didn't go back and tell Herod. They went back to their home. Read.
And she brought forth a man-child who was to rule all nations with the rod of iron.
That's Yahushua, who the world ignorantly calls Christ. So that's how you know that the red dragon that is speaking about ain't no mystical red dragon. It's allegorical. We're speaking about different people. The red dragon is the Roman Empire. The woman is Israel. Okay? The child is Yahushua. Read.
And her child was caught up unto the Most High and to his throne.
That's right. Again, who the world ignorantly calls Christ.
And the woman fled into the wilderness. A place prepared of the Most High.
That wilderness, the same thing as that field, okay, which is after mainly West Africa, where we fled into after the destruction of Jerusalem, 70 AD.
They that should feed her there 1,260 days.
All right, go back to that in a second.
Fuck.
Hey, you trying to bang on somebody? Hey, nigga. Let me tell you something about the average so-called black. Average so-called black man is a faggot. And a bitch ass nigga. Fucking nap ass nigga. Nigga's a bitch, man. Okay? The average so-called black man is a bitch and a faggot.
You gonna walk past
and flash some goddamn gang sign. Nigga, you a bitch.
to men of the Lord, you know,
And
like
then just keep walking like a faggot.
if you was really about that, you would have stopped and said something.
Hey man, but that's how we know the majority. That's why don't nobody take you so-called black and Hispanic men.
I didn't even realize that's why he did it.
Yeah, I'm looking, but you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not, like, the average so-called black and Hispanic man is full of shit and a punk, man. Because he gonna do that, he just gonna keep walking, he gonna keep his headphones on, he ain't gonna see if a nigga has something to say. Okay? That's why don't nobody take the majority of black and Hispanic men seriously, and you're a goddamn joke. Because everybody knows that you're just full of shit. You're gonna walk by, you're gonna say something silly, slick, or do something slick, but you're gonna keep walking, you ain't gonna stand on your square like a man. This is a fact, okay? And that's why niggas like him is gonna fucking die.
That's right.
The Most High is gonna set him up to get fucking destroyed, okay? He's the type of nigga that's gonna go see a bitch in the eye and gonna get set up and smoked, okay? And guess what? We rejoice with things like that.
That's right.
Man. We praise the Most High when niggas like that get together. We're really gonna praise the Most High when the so-called white race gets exterminated, as he says in the life.
That's right.
That's when we're gonna really rejoice. Go ahead. Little red devils, man.
What was we at? Was it 18?
18.
Second Ezra 10 and 19. So I proceeded to speak further unto her and said, do not so, but be counseled by me, for how many are the adversities of Zion?
That's right. Many are adversities. We going through all kind of hell. Read.
Be comforted in regard of the sorrow of Jerusalem. For thou seest that our sanctuary is laid waste, our altar broken down, our temple destroyed.
Read.
Our psaltery is laid in the ground, our song is put to silence. Our rejoice is at an end, and the light of our candlesticks is put out. It says the ark of our covenant is spoiled, and our holy things are defiled. And the name that is called upon us is almost profane.
That's right. It's profane to be what we are. That's what you got our people trying to disconnect themselves from being black. Oh, I'm not black. Right? How many motherfuckers are here saying that? Because it became profane to be one of us. Right? Go ahead.
Says, our children are put to shame, our priests are burnt, our Levites are going into captivity, our virgins are defiled, and our wives ravished.
Okay, hold that. Go to get Lamentations 5 and read from 11 to 19.
So Lamentations 5 verse 11. They ravished the women of Zion.
They ravished our women, man. Okay? They came over here to the Americas. They raped the so-called Native American and Hispanic people. Then they went over there to Africa. They took the Southern Kingdom and they raped the so-called black West Indian and Haitian women. Ravished them, right? Go ahead.
And the maids in the cities of Judah. Princes are hanged up by their head, and faces
Princes
of
are hung, man. Right, Reed?
the faces of elders were not honored.
That's right. Our old men to get disrespected. You all right, brother? The face of our old men to get disrespected, man. You see that in these slave movies, right? The old man is getting treated like absolute shit, man. All right, Reed.
They took the young men to grind, and the children fell under the wood.
They took the young man to grind. They took us to work. They worked the hell out of us to death. Go ahead. They worked the Ephraimite. They worked the Boricua right down there on the island. Taino Indians right down there on the island. The tribe of Ephraim. Until they died, man, from sun up to sundown. Right, Reed?
The elders have ceased from the gate. The young men from their music.
That's right. The elders have ceased from the gate. The elder supposed to be in the gate, you know, giving his words of wisdom and advice. Now the words of wisdom and advice is bullshit. The elder in the well, not, you know, not of course in the truth, but the elder of the so-called black and Hispanic community is going to tell you to do some bullshit, man.
Keep your head up and keep just going for your sight, the stars. Go to school.
Get that job, or they tell you to sell dope.
Get down with the squad.
You was talking about your pops was
My dad was telling me to sell dope, bro.
you know, you should do it, man. You know, it's a good market right now. You know what I'm saying? See, the elders that have sense of the because they ain't giving us proper instruction and guidance. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead. They will tell you some bullshit. You got certain elders that'll tell you, hey, nah, the white man, don't blame him. The white man, man, you know. Nah, man.
Hey, come on, we bring our own selves down more than the white man ever brought us down, man. They say that shit all the time.
Muslims.
Huh.
I seen this fucking dude, this fucking Arab dude sitting like, I was in Vegas and I walked by and he looked, he said, "Assalamu alaikum." I was like, "Shalom, brother." I see, I know you see me, man. I ain't nobody shining.
I'm not shining.
See, that's like, "Shalom, brother." I ain't even gonna say me fucking cuss your ass out.
you know.
Shalom, brother.
Hey, it seems like, if I could ask why, to me it seems like a lot more people give a lot more respect to these Nation of Islam and Muslim motherfuckers. Like, they'll just, if we was regular motherfuckers out here standing with no beards, I feel like they just walk past and they'd be like, hey, throw some money or whatever. But I feel like the beards was bringing out, like, why are they like that? Like, why is it so?
Yeah, because this place has been so emasculated. Esau is, you know, put that stigma on having that beard. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? Two different mechanisms. The number one mechanism that they brought the stigma about the beard is through this whole terrorist thing, and you know the Arabs all got beards and shit like that.
Right.
See, so when they see it, you know, but you see, it worked. It really Esau shoots himself in the foot with it, because though they ostracize the beard, at the same time they fear it. That's scary to them.
Especially black.
Yeah.
I was in
Because you're scared already of a black man.
I was saying that there's nothing scary about a fucking Israelite, man. An Israelite is fucking a bum. Like literally, he's like a weak ass nigga, man. You feel me? So it's like when you take that intimidation factor that they put on Ishmael for being radicals, basically,
Right.
you know, for being just crazy. Then you put that, you know, with the terror that they already have with the so-called black man, shit.
Now they
Like,
scared.
you kicking yourself in the ass, man.
You just a walking threat.
Yeah. Everything. Yeah, but when you put
Watch
that
out for
beard,
that guy.
it get even worse. That's why they try to ostracize you so much in the world.
Shave your beard.
Yeah, you need to shave your beard. You gotta get because really, truthfully, you're fucking frightening, man. You're really, and like again, pick the sign up from y'all. Pick that up too. Ain't nothing scary about this piece of shit homosexual fucking faggot. This is a motherfucker you definitely don't want to see in no alley. Look.
Huh.
No, alley.
You don't want to see him in the street.
You see this motherfucker in the alley, you don't fucking push that bitch out. Look, watch the fuck out, man.
Yeah,
You know?
man.
You see this motherfucker in the alley, man,
You'll
you
walk.
have problems.
You won't have a problem walking by that guy.
Yeah.
That dude, you got to turn around and
You gonna think about it, you're gonna see him like, yeah, I'm just gonna go the street way. I'm not even going through the
I'll take
alley.
the long way.
keep looking back, man.
Even without the sword, he don't gotta have the sword in his hand. You gonna be just scared. You just gonna be scared of this big black man, right?
Truck Turner, man.
Yeah, that truck Turner in the sky. He mean business, man.
Is it that
You know,
Truck Turner?
that's truck Turner in the sky, man. He
And I
absolute.
done watched a couple, like, throughout the last couple of weeks, I done watched a lot of little Jesus things and everything. And it's cold because now he ain't got a beard on him. They didn't took the beard off of him.
For real?
Yeah, so he's just walking around baby face.
Oh yeah, they're mostly in a lot of the movies too. They'll just have.
They took it right off him, or they got.
Make him into the biggest faggot you can make him into. You know.
And I think honestly, remember I used to tell you, feel me, before I got into the truth, I didn't believe in shit. But it's because you can't depend on that motherfucker to come save you.
Yeah, what are you gonna see?
I can see a bunch of you motherfuckers.
I'll whip this nigga ass, man. How
you gonna save me?
You gotta have somebody to save you that mean business, man. That nigga's bugging, man. Go ahead, bro.
Man, it's tweaking off them flats, man.
Hey, he sure look like that.
Says fuck. The joy of our hearts is ceased. Our dancing is turned into mourning.
That's right. Dancing is turned into mourning, man. Go ahead.
The crown is fallen from our head. What unto us?
Meaning we're not the rulers of the earth. Meaning we're not, in our glory like we're supposed to be. We're at the bottom. Go ahead.
Woe unto us.
Woe unto us. Destruction unto us. For our wickedness read.
That we have sinned.
Because we have sinned. Woe unto us. Destruction has came onto the Black, Hispanic, and Native American man as a result of our sins against our Heavenly Father. Read.
It says, for this our heart is faint.
For this our heart is faint. That's why the heart of our people is so faint. Because of our sins and the oppression that we've been put under as direct punishment of them sins. Read.
It says, for these things our eyes is dimmed. Because the mountain of Zion, which is desolate, the foxes walk upon it.
That's right, the foxes walk. You got them heathens and them hucksters that's walking all upon our land. And we ain't in our land no more. Go ahead.
Hucksters.
Them hucksters, as it speaks about the book of Ecclesiastes. Go ahead.
Verse 19, thou, O Lord, remainest forever.
That's right.
Go
ahead.
Thy throne from generation to generation.
Where we at? That was 19. Keep going.
Verse 20, wherefore doest thou forget us forever?
We in Lamentations. A lot. Go back to the second Ezra. My bad.
Okay.
I thought we was back in second Ezra.
Second Ezra is 10. Where did we go down to?
That was what? That wasn't 18. That was
No, we was down to like
21?
23.
Okay,
No, yeah, 22. It says, our young men are brought into bondage and our strong men are become weak.
That's right. Our young men have been brought into slavery and the strength of our people have been cut off.
Right.
They were cut off. They would take the big, strong, burly jakes and castrate them in public, man, and do things like that. That takes a strong man. That make them weak, right? When they defeat us, when they beat us, when they mentally fuck with us, man. They broke us down. Go ahead.
It says, and which is the greatest of all? The seal of Zion have now lost her honor, for she is delivered into the hands of them that hate us.
That's right. Who are the people that hate us, man? This fucking devil, this so-called white man, it's him that hate us, and that's whose hands we have been delivered to.
That's
Hold
right.
That, your 2 Maccabees 4:15.
It's the 2 Maccabees chapter 4 verse 15. It says not setting by the honors of their fathers.
That's right. That's our people problem. Our people don't want to sit by the honors of our forefathers. They want to sit by the honors of this devil. Read.
But liking the glory of the Grecians best of all.
Liking the so-called white man's glory best of all. That's what our people want to be. They look at the white man and that's what they aspire to be. They aspire to get the positions and live the type of life that the cracker live. They want a house in the suburbs. They want a white picket fence. They want a nice white wife. They want things of that nature because they're setting the liking the glory of the Grecians the best. Liking the glory of the so-called white man the best. Same with our women. Right? Go ahead.
They want to shave their face. I'm going to shave my face. You know?
Because that's really where the trend of shaving comes from. It comes from Greek homosexual faggots. Because even the Egyptians couldn't even grow beards, but they used to put those fake beards on.
Right. Yeah.
Because really, when you go into the history of it, it proves that the Egyptians got everything from Babylon. Because the people of the East, they had beards. You see what I'm saying? But it was hard for Mizraim. It's like the Sudan. Luadan does he have a fucking whisker on his goddamn face? You see what I'm saying? It's hard for them to grow beard. So the fact that they can't grow beard, they used to put beards on because they understood that was a badge of glory and manhood, for a man, right? Because they got it from Eastern tradition, from Kushite, right, original man. Kushite tradition.
It's about manhood, man. You see, this is the thing, man. It's manhood. You grow these hairs, man. When you become a man, then you got all these motherfuckers cutting your shit off now. Niggas cut
It's like
their
a
ball-
woman. A woman
niggas
grow
cut
her
their-
hair.
Yeah, cut the
That's
ball
her-
hair
that's
off,
for her.
chin hair off. Motherfuckers starting to shave their eyebrows and shit. Like,
Blood,
what the
getting
fuck?
threaded, niggas getting threaded.
They getting them threaded, man. That shit is fucking sick.
Shit, you got niggas out here wearing weaves now.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Grown ass
Niggas out here wearing weed.
Yes,
yeah,
bro.
niggas shit. But straight niggas too, though.
Straight niggas, hella straight niggas go get extensions, bro.
Nathaniel Seven used to wear weaves in his hair and shit.
What, his braids?
Yeah.
Oh.
Well,
I
yeah,
thought
that's
you-
not as bad. You talking about like a straight
I
up.
thought
Oh,
you
okay.
meant like a,
No,
like
no, I didn't-
Niggas is getting sewn.
Bro, there's
Nah,
this dude.
niggas been getting shit weaved.
Bro, there's this dude that be walking past the pad all the time. Long ass hella weave in his hair.
He gay?
I'll never talk to that nigga. Of course, I'm gonna think you gay. You got a weave in your head.
Yeah, I mean, he's just flat out faggot or what?
Just walking down the street. I don't ever take the time to say nothing
That's
to him.
crazy. You got niggas putting on baby skirts or baby
Baby
dresses. And then on top of that, niggas are getting weaves. They're claiming to be straight.
That's that Grecian shit, man. It's that Grecian shit. Homosexuality, gender androgyny, you know, cross-dressing, things of that nature. That's when homosexuality really boomed in Greece. You know, the homosexuality really boomed in Greece. You know, that was their thing. It was older crackers that was getting with younger crackers, and not just crackers. Jake was doing it too. You know, and engaging in pedophiliac relationships and things of that nature.
Hey man, the line, man, between good and evil, man, is being blurred.
Yeah, it's
Their
blurred. You can't
conscience is
see it.
seared.
Yeah, that's right, and that's what they was into. And our dumbass people aspire to be like they like that wickedness, man. And that's why we see it. That's why we see our people going into the customs and the fashions of the Grecians today. You know what I'm saying? What I was gonna say, but yeah, going back to the whole shaving thing. That's when shaving really became prevalent. It was by the Greek faggots, man. Okay. No, but go ahead.
That's blurred, man.
Why would you want to shave and get all them bumps on your face? I thought that was like when I was little, all these bumps would be on these dudes' faces.
Yeah, that shit was ugly.
Ugly as fuck. I go to high school, I'm seeing, you feel me, motherfuckers with that shit on the back of their neck and all up under their shit still. I'm like, alright. Then I get into the truth. And it's like, you're not supposed to mar your shit. Makes perfect sense. If you march, you're going to bump up. It's hands in hand.
That's right. That's right.
Even old ass crackers when I was little, I used to see them, you feel me, they shave that shit off. And then that shit come back all green, red, bloody, blistery looking. That shit look nasty, man.
Yeah.
And to me, even that's just how I know, like, you ain't supposed to do that shit, man.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. That little boy. Yeah, exactly. Go ahead.
You want me to keep going in the second Maccabees?
Go to 17.
By reason whereof sore calamity came upon them.
Sore calamity came upon our people, foresetting the desire, setting the glory of the Grecians to our best glory. The wanting and striving to be like this goddamn devil. We got calamity came upon us. Read.
For they had them to be their enemies and avengers, whose customs they follow so earnestly.
So the people who fucked us up the most are the people who inspired to be like the most. Hence why the so-called white man has done all this wickedness to us, because our people have been aspiring to be like this goddamn faggot devil. Read.
And unto whom they
That's what's
desire.
wrong with Jake. Jake got that ultimate little brother complex to where he just want to be like big brother. Okay? That's his goddamn problem. Read.
And unto whom they desire to be like in all things.
In whom they desire to be like in all things, man. Be like these old red devils, man. Go ahead.
For it is not a light thing to do wickedly against the laws of the Most High.
So I said it's not a light thing to do wickedly, man. Okay? It's not like it's like not nothing you can just brush under the rug. The fact that you constantly is, you know, perpetually breaking the laws of Yahweh Shemi Shai is not a light thing. And this slavery and this oppression that we had this up on this side of the world is a testament that it's not a fucking light thing. Okay? It's not a light thing. For all that shit, look what the fuck we've had to go through over here on this side of the world. You niggas better fucking learn to not do this wickedness no more. Okay? That's why the kingdom ain't gonna do it no more, man. We don't need the kingdom to come so we can stop being wicked. Because we got our sinful flesh that we live in right now that's warring against our spirit that's trying to be righteous.
Right.
And Paul spoke about that. So we need the kingdom to come so our flesh will be righteous. You see what I'm saying? But go back to 2nd Ezra.
Second Ezra 10:24. Therefore shake off the great heaviness and put away the multitude of sorrows, that the mighty be merciful unto thee again, and the highest shall give thee rest and ease from thy labor.
That's right. So he told the woman that you're gonna get rest and ease from your labor. Right, right.
It says, and it came to pass while I was talking with her, behold, her face upon a sudden shine exceedingly, and her countenance glistered, so that I was afraid of her and mused what I might be. It says, and behold, suddenly she came a great cry, very fearful, so that the earth shook at the noise of the woman. And I looked, and behold, the woman appeared unto me no more, but there was a city built, and a large place showed itself from the foundations.
So the woman turned into the city. He did not understand what it means here. Read.
Then was I afraid, and cried with a loud voice, and said,